lot of colorful people in the audience wearing the rainbow colors. Minnesota with rainbow sash across the chest and on the left thigh.
The baseline, did you see him? He's been watching that World Cup.
I didn't get a piece of
that.
Oh,
yeah, he got a good knee on that.
Lillard inbound, and there's Simons.
With some movement, utilize Jeremy, help get him open. Nice to see Anthony using that vertical.
And to get a bucket early. Russell hesitates to the baseline. McDaniels, nice pass. Simons, Thursday night, picked up 2 quick fouls. I think that derailed.
Yeah, he's address the other things as it goes on. As Nurk gets another 3-point shot here. That, and they had a good workout last night. So we'll see if Ant can apply it today. I thought he was slow-mo.
Reminded us he's a fifth-year pro. He's 23 years of age, still learning. If the ball doesn't fall, there are other things you can get involved in. Here's Edwards. He drives into the line. He's barely up over his head. Russell. Here's Russell fending off Grant. Nice lob.
In a row, shooting at least 50% from the field. A career-long streak for Josh.
Edwards trying to turn the corner on Simons. He sees Nurk. He gives to McDaniels. He rolls into the lane.
Another stop.
Sharp is in. Drew Eubanks is in as well. And Justice Winslow is coming to the scorer's table as Dame works his way, threads his way off the screen. Pawing at the ball is Russell. Eubanks rolls out. Into the cup, fingering it the other way. Winslow to Sharp up the shoot. And I think he just lost a handle on the ball as he was bringing it back. Had it cocked, though.
It looked like
recovered by Minnesota. We're under 2 minutes remaining here in the opening quarter of this matchup between the clubs. The first of 2 in the next 3 days. Nice.
Beating Kentucky.
Kentucky there at Assembly Hall.
Yeah. He was trailing the play, ran right into it, left wing.
Got back in to start this second quarter with Jeremy Grant and Drew Eubanks in the paint. Grant will back up, surveys, sidesteps, takes a bucket. Will count. Blazers up 3. Simons handling. Off the screen of Eubanks. He keeps Rivers on his hip. Great job.
Yeah. It's Anthony's responsibility on that specific play as the point guard and the guy at the top of the key to get back if somebody's leaking. But he's got that on his mind. As they score both up, yelling what the defense was, and it did not translate to what the players were doing. So here comes Nurk. He called back into the game. Anthony scores a
vicious spike that Zion put on the Suns.
Yes, he did.
Rematch tomorrow, right?
Man, yes.
Between the two clubs.
They can put that on pay-per-view
in New Orleans.
Which happens a lot. With 10 seconds on the clock and the game's already over, you're running around defending, and why should the offense have to take a turnover or, you know what I'm saying, do something as John.
Outside it comes to Hart. 7 to shoot. Back to Josh. Fakes, drives. He's going to go strong right. No rebound. Got Hart steps out to grab the offensive rebound. Dame's chest pass knocked down by Anderson. Look out. Hart recovers inside.
Hey, man.
Dave gets it back, has to save it though. Outside to Gobert.
What do you think about that? Do you feel like he's been a little more reluctant with his shot? Got to go back and watch the film.
Beautiful blue waters, sandy beaches of the Dominican. Lillard slants in, high running right-hander, 4 at the line. He does have 8 points, 11 rebounds. Gobert goes to the Minnesota bench with 3 personal fouls, and Chris Finch sends in Naz Reid, who scores, moves left into the lane, goes to the body of Reid. Reid stands him up, knocked him down. Minnesota takes it the other way. Edwards passed up a 3 to drive it. Great pass off the left-hand dribble. Got it deep, banker no. Gobert can't handle it. Right into the hands of Simons. He'll rush down the far sideline. Angle to the middle, find Dame. He looks at Hart, and then backdoor is point. May have tweaked the right ankle. The frowns coming the other way. Edwards catch and shoot triple. Simons on the push as Edwards with his head on a swivel. Comes off that screen, goes right. Gobert 7 boards tonight. Edwards off the screen, elevating for three, got it.
Per game off the turnovers gone up a few points. They can speed you up a little bit, but look at the Blazers turnovers tonight. Maybe half, I think, would be because of Minnesota.
Banks has some space, shoots a three, rebound rolls off the fingertips of Lillard. He gets it back, spins away, picking it away from McDaniels, loops it ahead. There's
me to run down the middle, as a lot of the defense was kind of focusing on Damian Lillard, who was on that left wing. And that's ways that Dame gets teammates open without even having the ball in his hands.
Dame a step back. Now Reed will pick, and now Eubanks steps out, forcing Edwards to drive it. Hang in the air, no. Reed the foul, that's batted away. Reed makes a
now they want the best look available.
Hart better do something with it. 4 to shoot, leans in. 12-footer missed it. Do it. Follows his own miss. Rips it away from Noel. Gives to Eubanks. He cut. Lead heading into the fourth quarter on Thursday. And lost to the Denver Nuggets. Here's Watford. Along with Simons and Eubanks. Sharp and Grant.
Austin Rivers' denial to keep him away from the basketball.
Russell arcs a high one on a little stop and go. Grant 7 boards tonight. Works off the screen. Wants to back down on Russell. Russell allows him to get into Gobert. He'll toss, then get it back. Square.
Things for them. They did not get an opposite side flash for a high-low. Now Anthony Simons can do damage.
Crosses over Russell. There stands Gobert. He'll pull up. Blazers a 19-4 advantage in second chance points against this Minnesota team.
Yeah, Kevin, in a big way, not only are they getting the offensive rebounds, I believe the number's 10-4 right now.
And a finish. Now that comes after, what, 3 or so possessions where there were turnovers with passes from Minnesota. It was really red.
It was.
So you can't trust a lot of stuff you see nowadays. You don't know if there's a filter on it. You don't know if it was there to get Dame to bite into the lane, and McDaniels was rewarded with the open 3. Oh, good movement.
Grant to Simon. Go fourth quarter. Simon's waiting for Lillard to come up out of the weeds. He's got Nurkic with him on a screen. He goes at Gobert, blows by. Step back for Dame. McDaniels got a piece, blocked it right in front of his own bench. It's recovered by Minnesota. Anderson up the floor, the 1-2 sidearm pass into Gobert. The edge to get it. Working with 6 to shoot. Simons has a step into the lane, running right-hander. That's short, grabbed his own miss. Outside to Grant, on to Dame, hesitates, then elevates. Blazers a lead of 5 with possession on the inbounds. Grant with 4, Grant with 3, turns, faces deep.
Playing 1 against 5, and everybody standing and watching, and some movement will be good. Good cut from Jeremy along the baseline.
7 to shoot, step back over Anderson. Just because it happened to be there.
Yeah.
Anderson hits the first. With 12 and 8/10 seconds remaining. He will get it inbounds in this case, and now Lillard heads to the line.
When the Clippers did it, it was